What's up, family? I want to thank you guys for tuning in and joining me here today on the live video. We're back again with another episode for Mindset Mondays. We are now on episode 13, and the topic for Mindset Mondays today is breaking free from the scarcity mindset. So, we're going to talk about the scarcity mindset here today and focus this week on how we can break free if you are someone who is struggling with scarcity or not having enough in your life. If you're new to my channel, my name is Jimmy Scott Jr. I am a certified life coach. I'm a public speaker. I'm a spiritual mentor and a brother to you in Christ. And today I want to help you grow from the scarcity mindset. And so to start, we need to know what that is. What is the scarcity mindset, right? Well, the scarcity mindset is basically the fear of not having enough. Many people walk around every single day in fear that they don't have enough to live life. Most of us feel like we don't have enough money. Some people feel like they don't have enough time. Some people feel that they just don't have enough to do or live the life that they really want to live. Quite frankly, some people feel like they're inadequate and they don't have enough knowledge or they don't have enough understanding to even be equipped to live the life they're currently living right now, let alone live the life that they want to live. And so that's a mindset. That is a mentality of scarcity. That's a mentality of lack. And quite frankly, there are a lot of people here today who have that mindset that they are lacking in what they know, or they're lacking in areas of their life. Now, it doesn't help that our society also feeds into this mentality. So not only do people tell themselves that they don't have enough, society also tells them you don't have enough because of social media. Everywhere you look on social media, you have people and temptations and all of these things that make you look at yourself and make you feel as though you're behind the game. You're behind the ball. You're not making enough money. You're not working the right jobs. You're not doing the right things. You're not in the right environment. You're not in the right space. Everywhere you look, someone's trying to tell you that you don't have the right friends. Everywhere you look, someone's trying to tell you you need to do this type of investment. You need to do this type of job. You need to be an entrepreneur. You need to do all of these things. And so for you, when you start to look at your life, you may be thinking, oh man, I'm behind in life. I need to catch up. I need to do this. I don't have enough. Maybe you even feel like you're not enough to even be the person that you currently are. Because when you think holistically about your entire life and the people you're around, you're probably thinking, well, there's a lot of things that I don't fill up to. There are a lot of expectations that I don't meet. And so a scarcity mindset is basically a fear of not having enough. Now, how does this hold you back? How does having this type of mentality hold you back? Well, it holds you back from reaching your potential. This mindset holds you back from achieving your goals and achieving the things of the life that you really want to live because of the way that you approach getting there. It holds you, and ultimately it holds you back from living and enjoying life. If you're always focused on what you don't have, then you'll never truly appreciate what you do have. If you're always thinking about how you're not enough, then you'll never put any effort to the things where you are more than enough. Simply put, you'll never work on your strengths and you'll always stay focused on your weaknesses. But then when you get into that type of mentality where you go into this depressive state about you don't have, then ultimately you lose. Because that mentality can hold you back from wanting to start or wanting to continue to progress forward in what you really want to do. Whether you want to make more money, whether you want to have another job or a better job or a different career path or be a father or be a mother or whatever it is that you aspire to, having this mindset that you don't have enough or that you're not doing enough can hold you back, because it can stop you from starting or stop you from continuing to go. Now, are there people who are literally not doing enough? Yes. Are there moments or are there times where you should be pushing yourself harder than what you currently are? Yes. But you will know what those times are. And what those times are is not going to be rooted in comparison, but what those times are also not going to be rooted in self-esteem. Some people feel like they don't have enough, or they're not doing enough, or they're not being enough of themselves when they're trying to compare themselves to other people that they see online, or they're trying to compare themselves to other people that they work with or in their family. Hey, I'm comparing myself to my mother, and because I'm not doing the things that my mother was able to do for me, then I feel like I don't have enough. I don't have enough money to buy the clothes that my mama bought for me. I don't have enough time to spend like my mama had time to spend with me. And so you're doing a comparison trap. The same thing goes again, right, for self-esteem. Maybe you're not comparing yourself to anyone, and maybe you're only focusing on yourself and you keep beating yourself up. Well, you keep beating yourself up because you're lacking in the self-esteem of confidence in your own ability to know what you know and be who you are and do the thing. If you're already doing the thing and it's not happening as fast as you want it to be, that does not mean that you don't have enough, because you're still doing the thing. Just because you're not at the final destination of your goal and you haven't achieved it yet, doesn't mean that you're any less of a person. And it doesn't mean you need to change your mentality about what you're doing. All it means is you need to stop and enjoy the process. Be thankful that you have the opportunity and continue the journey. Most people who have this scarcity mentality are not people who can see the future of hope of one day having a mentality of abundance. Have you ever met someone who every time you talk with them, they fail to dream of a life in which they could live in abundance? They fail to have the visions or the goals necessary to obtain the life that they really want to live. Oh no, I'll never be rich. Those are people who have a scarcity mindset. I'll never be rich. I'll never be financially free. I'll never get married. I'll never be a parent. I'll never have children. I'll never be an entrepreneur. I'll never start a business. These are scarcity mindsets, mindsets of lack, mindsets of I can't, mindsets of it will never happen. These are called limiting beliefs. I've talked about these a couple of times on the channel. Scarcity mindset is rooted in limited beliefs, which are beliefs that limit your way of thinking, which can ultimately hold you back from living your life to its fullest potential. And so here are some signs, right? I want to give you some signs that let you know you're living from lack, right? And some of these you may not even realize that you're doing. Let's go with the most obvious one, with money, right? When you always feel like you need more money, even though you have excess money than what you used to have, then you're kind of operating from a place of lack. Is it nice to have more money than what you have? Yes. Are you feeling that you need it in a position to where your life will change if you don't have it? That's a place of lack. Sure, all of your bills are paid. You're able to go out and enjoy. You're blessed. Would it be nice to have more? Yes. Is it going to affect or change your life? It should not. And if it does, you're not just changing the moment of like, oh, I don't have enough money right now. You're changing your character because you're changing the way you think about money. Money does not define you. Money does not define your life. If you don't have enough money to live the life, then go make it. It's not the fact that you're living from a place because you're lacking it, it's just because you see a life that you want to live, so you're going to go make it. But don't come from the mentality as of, hey, I'm going to die if I never get a chance to have this money to live this life. No, you should not be coming from that mentality. And that's the mentality most people are coming from. They spend their life in the living, dying to chase something that is not guaranteed. Goals are goals. If you die before you achieve your goals, then what did you live for? How was your living? We have goals for a reason that we live to achieve. But if you die in the process, then how was your living? Because when people stand over you at your funeral, you know what they're going to talk about? They're going to talk about your life. They're not going to talk about what you didn't achieve. They're going to talk about your life and how you lived. And if all they think about of how you lived was your mentality of like how you always felt like you needed something, or you always came from this place like you didn't have enough in order to live a good life or be joyous or be kind to people and all these things, then that's pretty heartbreaking. It's a pretty heartbreaking life to live, to always be in a mindset or a mentality that you're not enough or you don't have enough to live a blessed life. So how do we rewire our mindset? Well, it first starts with gratitude. It starts with being grateful for the now instead of coming from a space that you don't have. You come from a space of what you currently have. Even if what you currently have is not what you currently want. Even if you have goals to achieve something that you do want and you're not there yet, you still be grateful for what you have now and how far you have come. The saying goes, Rome wasn't built in a day. And that's a true saying. Cities aren't built in a day. People aren't built in a day. Your mindset isn't built in a day. And so the same thing goes here. When it comes to rewiring it, this gratitude that you need to practice isn't going to be built in a day. That's why it starts with gratitude. You need to practice the switching of your mentality from going, I don't have enough, to being, I'm grateful for what I have. If you have food on your table, you have a car to drive, and you have a job, then you have something that other people in the world do not have. There are other people outside of you who don't have food. There are people who don't have cars. There are people who don't have homes to live in. There are people who are struggling mentally. If you are in your right mind, you should be grateful. There are people who don't know what you know. There are people, these are real people, who literally are lacking physically, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally from what you have. You should be grateful. Simply put, there's always someone who is worse off than you. Always. There's always someone somewhere that is worse off than you are. You should be grateful. It starts with gratitude. And then in the rewiring, when you learn to be grateful for the now, then you need to learn how to be present in the now. Be present. Be present in your gratitude to say, right now, in this moment, instead of me coming from a mentality that I'm not enough, how can I lean into more of that I am enough and then start operating from that mindset? How can I operate from the mindset of abundance? Yeah, I may not have the money that I want to be financially free, but how can I operate from the mindset of abundance that I have all that I need here today? As the daily prayer goes that many of us know from the Bible, give us this day our daily bread. We pray for God to give us this day our daily bread. That daily bread is the things that you need in the day. And God provides you those things that you need in the day. Therefore, are you lacking anything? You have no needs. As I heard Cat Williams say, I have no needs. If when you really think about it, in your current situation, you may not have any needs. And if you do have needs, trust me, God is watching and will supply all of your needs according to his glorious riches and his purposes for you. He will supply all your needs. Breaking free from the scarcity mindset. It starts with gratitude, and then it starts with being present in the moment of being grateful for what you have, and then moving forward with the now. Not living in fear for what you don't have. Not moving from a space of your inadequacies, but strengthening the power of the things that you can control and the things that you do in the now, in the present. I appreciate you for joining me here on the live video today. And for those of you who are watching the video as it posts, I thank you for watching this video. I want to ask that you share this video with someone who really needs to hear this message. Be sure to subscribe to the channel so that you can get more videos just like this one. And like the video if you like the video. Dislike the video if you don't like the video. And leave me a comment and let me know your thoughts about this topic of the scarcity mentality. I appreciate you for tuning in. I pray nothing but blessings and peace over your life as you continue to walk with me on this Christian journey. And I'll talk to you next time.